Logical training has impacted me personally. I don't think you have that much time. It made me think differently about my approach, my approach to leadership and learning even. And definitely, it's made a difference in the way I think about programs just in general. I think what makes it so unique is your approach to mindset and belief instead of skill and process. Up to the time that we had the training with you at Saks, all of our efforts had been around skill and process. And we hadn't seen the needle move really at all. I mean, everybody walked out of training sessions feeling really good about themselves and good about the training, but we didn't really have a sense that it stuck or that it was going to make any difference or profound changes in the way they approached their jobs or led the people who reported to them. It was completely different with our experience with Too Logical, um, in that the people that were part of our program, we saw the change happening as they were going through the training. We saw how committed they were. We saw how deeply they were moved by and inspired to be different when they left the training. And I would say every single person, even those of us in the room who were just observing, we were all profoundly changed by the experience because we had a chance to engage with our beliefs about people and our mindset with respect to leadership. So that was a huge difference for us. Once I had the conversation with our EVP director of stores, and he saw how effective it was and got the feedback from the participants, he said to me, I never need you to run another idea by me because I've never seen people this excited coming out of a workshop. And he'd never said anything like that to me before, and he'd been through countless workshops with us over the course of his career at Saks. So I think for him to say something like that to us is a real testament to the impact and the effect that that workshop had on the people who attended it. So mindset and belief, in my opinion, is the core of any training that we ever do. Too Logical's approach, specifically thinking of, focusing on mindset and belief, has the opportunity from an institutional standpoint to be so far reaching because it changes who people are. It changes who they ultimately become. And with that being said, there's no way that that couldn't impact an organization because the people are inherently different. Their level of awareness is raised to heights that it had never been before. And when you see people experiencing emotion, the way we saw people experiencing emotion, you know you've touched them in a place that they hadn't been touched before. And as a learning and development professional, when I see that, it's immensely gratifying. So, when people start to just fundamentally shift, there's no way that the organization can't help but be impacted because the people themselves inside are changed. I've, you know, again been in the learning and development space for about 15 years now, and have had the opportunity to see lots of reactions to training, and most of them good. Um, but the reactions to this training was great. I mean, it was unlike anything that I have ever experienced. And I know that that this group was profoundly changed as a result of it. And I'm glad that we had the opportunity to take that to them. That they had the opportunity to experience that because I think they were already going to do good things. I think now they're going to do great things. And I think that so much of that is a result of the training that they received with Too Logical.